Hello and welcome to the latest edition of the New Haven Independent Vlog News Summary, direct from my Compost Heap, otherwise known as the New Haven Independent Newsroom. Let's see what stories we're working on this week. Somebody left a bag of food in the Compost Heap. It's not biodegradable. I mean, a Snickers bar and a wrapper. Oh, Halloween pretzels, I get it. It was Halloween. Happy Halloween. Hope everyone had a good time trick-or-treating. I love seeing all the kids come to my door in Westville this year. It always gives me a lift. Something I noticed different this year. Did you notice it too? I noticed some grandmothers, people with gray hair, with their little kids holding out bags and being kind of forward about it, saying, trick-or-treat for Grandma too. Over on Grand Avenue, Angelo Reyes, he grew up there in the neighborhood. It wasn't safe for him to go trick-or-treating. But he and other merchants on Grand Avenue, the Gava Group, they for the third straight year has opened up 20 stores, invited kids in for a safe Halloween. Something like 1,000 came this year. Give the kids a sense they can go out in their neighborhood. It's their neighborhood. They own it. And a little reinforcement from some grown-ups. That's a great job. Way to go. What else are we working on this week? I got a roller skate in my Compost Heap. Someone here must be heading over this weekend, Sunday night, for the championship bout of this year's Connecticut Roller Girls League, including the New Haven team. It starts Sunday, November 4th, 6:30 at Roller Magic in Waterbury. There's a letter in the Compost Heap to New Haven Independent Compost Heap. What's this? Oh, these are some of the comments that our readers write. Thank you for posting comments to the New Haven Independent. Bill Saunders had a comment about the ongoing debate on our site about a memo the mayor's chief of staff wrote when they were considering whether to invite black and Latino clergy in for a regular meeting to kind of bring them on the team. But one of their fears was, in his words, whether they'll go off reservation if they do that. And readers say, well, what does that mean? Bill Saunders had a theory. Word at the wigwam is DeStefano and company are lobbying for tribal status, so the much-feared Fosconos can develop the Rusty Scupper site into a massive last resort casino. Maybe. Another comment from Pay Attention praises the mayor for the trial balloon he set this week at the mayoral debate, suggesting that the city open its doors more to ex-felons trying to straighten out their lives. The mayor suggested that on the job form for applying to the city of New Haven, they get rid of a box that you check to say if you're a felon. Why? As Pay Attention points out, because all these people got mad, oh, you're going to hire felons all over the place. No. They're going to still do the background checks, and when people come in asking about the felony, and obviously you wouldn't put a child molester in the school, but if it's someone who 20 years ago was scalping tickets or someone had a nonviolent offense, turn around their life, give them another chance. And this writer praised the mayor, saying he's running, he's certainly going to win, and he able to take a risk in public for something he believes in. This is a real issue, because by some estimates, 6,000 ex-felons a year come back into New Haven. A lot of these are people swept up in the drug war, a lot of them nonviolent over the years coming back. Others of them don't even live in New Haven, come from here, but the state drops them off here. But either way, these are human beings, they're here, and as this poster said, do you want them going back to a life of crime, or do you want to integrate them in the community? Smart policy and compassionate policy. I'm with them, and I'm with the mayor's proposal. Good idea. What else are we working on this week? Oh, check this out. I got a banner here. It says, Happy Birthday! And we want to wish a happy birthday, second birthday, to a proposal by George Perez, an alderman, to pass an ethics bill in New Haven. His bill is now 2 years old. It would bring our city up to the minimal ethical standards of state government, believe it or not. And yet, it turned 2 because after 2 years, it still hasn't been passed. It still hasn't been voted on. In fact, it just got around to having a hearing on it. That shows you how important passing ethics is to our city board of aldermen. But in any case, they did have a hearing this week, and something interesting came up. One part of George Perez's bill would say that if you work in the city government and you're responsible for dealing with a private company on its contract, you can't just quit and go work there. You have to wait at least a year. Now, this is basic. Everyone who studies ethics knows you got to do this because that's the revolving door. Otherwise, people in government give away the store and sell out the public interest to a company, or might be tempted to, because then they can get a job with them. And companies always dangle that. You see a lot of that in Washington especially. But believe it or not, that was controversial here, and here was the argument. Well, then we won't attract the best people, because someone might say, well, I'm not going to come work for the city because of this provision. Well, I say, great, we don't want them. This is a way to smoke out people who will be unethical in government. If they're not willing to say, I'm not just going to go jump the private sector after managing them, we don't want them because they're not up to our ethical standards or the standards we want. Now, if they're felons, we'll give them an extra chance. Till next time, this is New Haven Independent Vlog News Summary, and remember, always pick up your trash.